Hello everyone, this is Ankita Anchan. Welcome to the Power BI Deep Dive series from Team Cloud Friends. For today's webinar, I have with me my colleague Ashish and Prakash, who will be assisting me in solving your queries related to today's webinar. So let's begin with today's webinar. Let us take a look to today's agenda. So for today's webinar, we will be looking to the row level security RLS feature using Power BI. And then we will be going for a few of the Power BI updates last month, followed by the Q&A session at the end. So let's get started. Before moving to the RLS feature in Power BI, I would like to introduce that till date we used to have this feature using SSAS tabular model. SSAS tabular model uses row level security in direct query mode of Power BI, but we know that for this we need to keep our server on all the time. Till date, even SSAS is more robust in performance as compared to RLS in Power BI. But since Power BI RLS is in preview mode, we can expect full-fledged RLS feature in Power BI soon. So our team has demonstrated the RLS using SSAS tabular model in our previous webinar. So you can take a look through the link available on the slide. So this was a brief introduction to SSAS tabular RLS that we use for row level security till date. Now let's move on to the RLS using Power BI. So Power BI team had a summit event last month in which they have promised many of the good and featured upcoming updates in future. So one of that was RLS. So they have released this RLS using Power BI feature a couple of weeks back as they promised in their event. RLS is the row level security that is mainly used to restrict the data access for a given user. So using Power BI, we can assign different roles to the users depending on the data that they need to view on their data set. This is achieved using DAX filter on the data for the different data sets. So for this webinar, we know that this RLS feature is in preview mode. So we can expect many more good features related to RLS coming from the Power BI team. So the next for this webinar, we have created a story type of scenario which I will be explaining you first so that you can understand or you can be clear on what exactly we are doing and why actually we need this row level security to be executed. So in this scenario, we have considered a sales organization that uses a CRM data. So in our scenario, there are three hierarchy, that is the CEO, the sales manager, and the salesperson. The CEO of the organization needs to view all the data related to his organization. So for our data set, we have taken the opportunity data as our sample data. So I'll be talking about the opportunity dashboard created for this sales organization. So we have the CEO who needs to view all the opportunities that is won, lost or open for his organization. Coming on to the next hierarchy, we have the sales manager. The sales manager is not rather interested in the whole organization data in his dashboard, whereas he will be more happier to view only data which he is concerned with. That is his team members, the data he has control with, not the complete organizational data. So what the CEO can do is he can assign a role to the sales manager where the data from the dashboard will be filtered. As such, the sales manager will view only the data for his region. And for this scenario, I have kept myself as the CEO. So I will be showing you the CEO dashboard from my account. The sales manager will be Ashish, who will be seeing only the data at the manager level. And then Prakash will be a salesperson who will only be interested in viewing his data. So similarly, after the sales manager in the hierarchy comes the salesperson. So salesperson is not interested in the organizational data. He will only be concerned to see what data he has in his account as an owner, how much opportunity he has created, how much opportunity is open for him, and etc. So this is a scenario where I will be the CEO in this, and Ashish will be the sales manager and Prakash will be a salesperson. So let's take a look on the demo how we can achieve this using RLS in Power BI. So I'll open a sales dashboard where I have shared the opportunity. I have created a sales opportunity dashboard which as a CEO I need to view the data for the complete organization. So as we can see, I have a sales opportunity related data for the sales. Now same dashboard I have shared with Ashish and Prakash so that they will be able to view the data. So I'll show the access. So this dashboard has access with me as an owner, and Ashish and Prakash can view this dashboard. So now what happens is this is a CEO level data which and sales manager, salesperson is not that interested with. So now I being the CEO of the organization can assign roles depending on the data. So I'll go to the data set from which this dashboard has been created. We have a new option here that is security. So I'll click on security. We have an option that says create a new role. So yes, I will create, there comes a warning that says that republishing this dataset isn't supported. That means there is a limitation with this, that is whenever you republish the same report to the online service, you need to recreate the RLS completely. So yes, it is a limitation that will come up, that will be resolved soon with the further Power BI update. So I agree to it and then I'll click on continue. So now I have come to the RLS which they specifies that it is in preview mode. So being a CEO, first role I'll assign to the sales manager. So I'll name it as sales manager, and I'll go to the members. So here I have to mention the email address of the users that they will be using it for signing in the Power BI online account. So I'll add Ashish. Yes, we have Ashish. I'll click on add. I can add multiple users with the same role assigned. So as of now, I'll be assigning Ashish as sales manager. So I'll move on to rules. So here we will get the list of tables that we have in our data set. So depending on the data in every table, I have to assign or put a DAX filter so that the data gets filtered automatically. So before going to this, I'll go and write a DAX function which says sales manager is equal to Ashish. So I'll just put this in the DAX input, and now before saving it, I would like to show that Ashish account, this is Ashish account. He is a sales manager of the organization. He could see the same dashboard that a CEO can view. So now let's take a look what happens when I save this role for him. So I have saved the role where sales manager should be equal to Ashish. I'll go to his dashboard and quickly refresh it to get it filtered for his data. So now as you can see, this is my dashboard, that is CEO level dashboard. Let me refresh it. So CEO can see the complete organizational data where the total number of opportunity we can see is 110. Similarly, I'll go to the manager level dashboard where he could see that the total opportunity is 85. So let's go to the report level. So I'll drill down this dashboard to report level and we can see that uh, if he wants to get to know what owners do he have under his team, he can check with this filter where it shows different users or different salesperson under this sales manager. So he has two salesperson working with him, so he can filter it using this option. Like I'll go on Prakash, so it automatically get refreshed and it shows the open opportunity and rest all details for the same report with only Prakash as an owner. So we can filter it with this filter option. So this is how we can assign role to the person. Now what if about the salesperson? Yes, the salesperson also needs to see his own data, not the full organizational data. So for that again I have to repeat the same step that I have done for the sales manager. That is, I'll go to the security, I'll create a new role and I'll put this as salesperson. So now I'll enter the email ID and click on add. So now for the salesperson I have add Prakash. I'll go to the rules and here as a DAX filter I will specify the function, that is salesperson should be equal to Prakash Kaur. So this salesperson is the column name where I am putting the value to be only Prakash so that Prakash could only view his own data. So again before going to it I would show you the same dashboard that has been shared with Prakash, which he sees the complete organization data. So this is the account with name Prakash, who is the salesperson. So let me take a look. Okay, we are refreshing the data. Now Prakash as an owner will be able to view only his data, what opportunity he has created and what not. So this is the data. Now I'll go to my and I'll save this role. So now Prakash could only view his own data. So let's go to Prakash account. This is a Prakash who is a salesperson. So as you can see, we can see that it is only related to Prakash. So when I go to the report level and find the filter for this report, I can see that the owner is only Prakash because he is the salesperson. At an individual level he would be seeing his data in the dashboard. So this is how we can achieve RLS using Power BI. So let's move on. So there are few limitations with this as it is still in preview mode. That is, we have to publish it again, again create the RLS roles, and even for we cannot, it is not supported for the group workspace and so on. So you can have detailed information about the limitations still existing with this by going to the link.
Hi Ankita. So I think this is one of the very good feature from Power BI, that is RLS row level security, and I think we are also doing this with one of our client for SSAS tabular model. Although you cannot compare this with the tabular model as they are more robust and powerful in comparison with RLS Power BI, because SSAS tabular model works on the concept of Azure Active Directory, where you can assign roles for different users, like a particular user is logged in, and if he belongs to a particular group, like he is a marketing guy or he is a sales guy, so we can restrict those access with the help of Azure Active Directory. So there are many good features in SSAS tabular model which aren't supported in RLS yet, and Microsoft have planned to introduce these features and support many other DAX functions in case of RLS in Power BI as well. Thank you, Ankita. You can proceed further.
Yes, Ashish, you are right. There will be a complete full-fledged support for RLS in Power BI in near future. So let's move on to the second part of our webinar, that is Power BI updates. So for today's webinar in Power BI update, I'll be demonstrating the listed three features, that is feature dashboard, filter dashboard list, and publish report to a group space. The features that have been introduced by Power BI team in last month. So let's take a look. Talking about the featured dashboard, as you can see, the featured dashboard option over here in my about the workspace, my workspace. The featured dashboard is used for getting the dashboard in a quick view. There are multiple dashboards and it may happen that most of the dashboard are related to each other and have the same name. As in my case, I have sales repeating, and it may be happening that one dashboard that is very important and has to be viewed regularly or on daily basis. So you have to search, you have to find the dashboard from the list. So feature dashboard is an option that can resolve this. Now as it is great, that means I have no dashboard set as featured dashboard. So I can set the current dashboard that we have created used for RLS as the featured dashboard. I have to go to the right corner, click on the ellipsis, and we have a new fourth option over here that is set as featured dashboard. So when I click on set as featured dashboard, it will just ask me to confirm whether this will be a featured dashboard for me or not, and it wants that you will no longer land on the last dashboard you visited when you open the Power BI. Yes, what does this mean is usually when we visit our online account and visit some of the one of the dashboard and then log out, the next time we log in, we normally land up to the last visited dashboard. So once I set any of my dashboard as a featured dashboard, whenever I log in, I'll be directly getting landed to the featured dashboard being set. So okay, I agree to the confirmation, I confirm it and click on set as dashboard. So my sales opportunity dashboard is now a featured dashboard. So yes, now when I move on to my rest other dashboards and I want to search for the quick view on the important dashboard, I just have to click on featured dashboard. I'll automatically get landed to the dashboard that I need to review on daily basis or on regular pace. So this is a good feature that most of us were waiting for, and it eases the work of an developer or of an user to much extent. So moving on to the next update. Next update is a filter update. Again, a small but very useful update. As you can see, after my workspace, I have an option over here that says show content. Show content, when I click on the ellipsis next to it, it has three options whether I want to view all my contents or just my contents or shared with me. All my content will by default show me all the dashboard, and my content will show me only the dashboard created by me. So as in my case, I have only dashboards created with me. We can take the example with Ashish account for this. So similarly, I'll click on the ellipsis. Now, as you can see, Ashish has multiple dashboards. Some of them are shared, some of them have been created by him. So first I'll go to my content so that it gets filtered on only the dashboards that are created by Ashish. So when I click on the ellipsis, we can check it by it shows owned by Ashish. So these are the dashboards created by Ashish. It doesn't mean that the rest of the dashboard have been deleted or misplaced. It is hidden. Now I'll go and click on shared with me. So now Ashish will be able to find only the dashboard that has been shared with me, shared with him. So let's check. Yes, it is owned by Ankita Anchan. That means it is not created by Ashish. It has been shared with him. So again, this becomes easy for us to search for some dashboard knowing that it has been shared or it has been created by us. So this was a small but a good update that helps the user to do the job quickly. So the next update, that is publish to the workspace. Now I'll be moving on to the PBX file. So this is a PBX file I have created for the opportunities for today's webinar. So we know that we can publish using our PBX file to our Power BI online account. So now when I click on publish, we get a new window appearing on the screen that asks me whether I want to publish this report to my workspace or to the other group space that I have created on my online account. So as you can see, I have three groups with me. So I can directly publish this to one of my group where my colleague can have directly view. I need not share it again once after I publish, or if it is for only my work sake, I will select my workspace and click on publish. So this is a report I have already published. So this can save the time and easily make our colleague discuss on the dashboard or the report that has been published. So this was all about the updates.
Thank you, Ankita. So if any attendees have any questions, you can type in the question box. So apart from these updates as given demo by Ankita, there are many different updates, small updates coming up in Power BI. You can always have a look on the Power BI blog. So there are many updates every week coming on the Power BI blog. So these are some of the useful updates which we are showcasing it on a webinar every month. So we'll also be having another webinar scheduled in next month, probably on 17th of May, where we'll be focusing more on other updates as well as some good features in Power BI. So for now, if you have any query, you can ask or you can type in the question box. All right. Thank you so much. That's all for today from and all the slide deck recordings will be shared with you by tomorrow. Thank you so much.